Hey, how's it going? Okay, in this video, we're going to be looking at masks and shapes in Premiere Pro and how we can use the two of them together to reveal titles underneath. Really easy, really quick. Let's just get stuck straight in. Alright, here we are, Premiere Pro, project open. We've got a clip and a text layer already in here, nothing fancy going on yet. So first thing we're going to do is create a rectangle on the screen. Now we can either click on the rectangle tool down here or Essential Graphics, New Layer, Rectangle. We just want to make it a little bit bigger than the text layer that we have already. Drag it across here to the left hand side of it and shrink it down a little bit to whatever feels like a good size. Bring this in a tiny bit for the scrubber on that layer, and we're going to go to position and click a keyframe on that. Going to go towards the end of the clip, reposition our rectangle to the right hand side, and that'll automatically generate a keyframe there. Then we go back and we right click here on the keyframe itself, temporal interpolation, ease out, and on the end one, temporal interpolation, ease in. So this just adds a little bit of extra life to our rectangle cursor kind of thing going on. So if we go back to title reveal here, now what we're going to do is we're going to create a mask to hide the title reveal, and we're going to use that mask to match up to the end of our cursor rectangle and just have that follow along the back as it moves the whole way across the screen. So I'm going to change the feather on this to 50, and I want to line these outer lines up with the roundabout there. Create a keyframe with the stopwatch on the mask path. Move this forward quickly, just click on graphic, hold shift, and then drag the scrubber and it'll lock in on the keyframes. Back down the title reveal, and our scrubber will already be in the right place in the timeline for this, so we can just click on mask 1 to select our mask again. Select those 2 points on the right hand side so we can drag this across to expand it and match that up with the end. Now this won't match yet because what we've got here is on the graphic layer we've got a easing in and out, so as we scrub through we just manually reposition these things. Every time we manually reposition it, it will automatically generate a keyframe, so we don't need to worry about clicking any buttons, we just need to keep matching up the position. And just keep going. Now this won't take very long with something this short. With bigger projects, bigger masks, you may need to do a lot more, and I always find it's kind of useful to actually learn and understand how to manually manipulate the masks rather than just jumping straight in and using any of these kind of track methods. So if we just hit play now, we'll see, and our rectangle's going fine, and yep, that looks good. So there we go, rectangle moving across and reveals our text underneath as it's going. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 keyframes, which took no time at all. So if we bring these other examples in across, this one is exactly the same. Only thing that's different is I've added a little bit of rotation and scaling to the cursor at the start just to give it a little bit of extra animation going on. Other than that, exactly the same as what we've just done. At the end then we've reversed the path, so it goes back the way as well. Here we've done this again just with a circle, and if we look at the mask for the text layer, all I've done is create a mask that is actually going through the middle of the circle, so as the circle moves, the mask moves, and that gives us the reveal. And then this final one, I've created a rectangle, used a mask to cover up the rectangle. So if we look at this, the rectangle is complete here, and it's actually the mask keyframes that are hiding it. So we've got the mask expands and reveals the rectangle. Then in here on the text layer, we'll see that there's actually a mask here underneath. So positioning keyframes for the text, so the text then comes up from underneath. And then at the end here, this mask then moves up above the text to hide the text moving in line with the rectangle as it moves up, and then a closing mask here again just to hide the line. Okay, and that's it. Nice and easy. Put your text in, put your shape in, use a bit of masking, match your mask to the shape's movement, and away you go, flying. All right, thanks very much. I hope it was useful, and I'll see you next time.